The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers hint that Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, could pick Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford replacement. Will Sally shock Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, with a partner swap idea and try to sig a friend at the same time? Sally definitely has reservations when it comes to Billy's partnership with Phyllis since she's such a wild card. As far as Sally's concerned, Billy can't count on Phyllis to step up and be the ally he needs to make Abbott Communications a success. Sally feels like Phyllis could be the wrecking ball that destroys the company, which is why she urged Billy to give Phyllis the boot in the April 22 episode. If Billy takes Sally's advice, that's still going to leave him with a problem. Billy already admitted he doesn't have a backup plan since he was expecting Phyllis to help him get Abbott Communications off the ground. Although Billy suggested Sally could be his new partner, she turned him down since she wants to stick with fashion. However, there's another Y&R character who could use a better job and has media experience. Of course, we're talking about Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, who recently alarmed Sally by sharing Victor Newman's Eric Braeden proposal. Sally was disgusted over the thought of Audra plotting to blow up Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, and Kyle Abbott's Michael Mueller romance on Victor's orders. Audra is putting her relationship with Nate Hastings, seen Dominic, on the line, not to mention Victor has proven that he's untrustworthy. Sally just doesn't think the risks are worth it, but Audra is determined to run her own company and prove she can be a big deal in the corporate world. In an effort to rescue Audra from the disasters that await, we could certainly imagine Sally suggesting her friend as a replacement for Phyllis. Audra may not have the best reputation around town, but it's not like Phyllis does either. Perhaps Sally could pitch Audra as Billy's partner instead and hope it'll pump the brakes on Audra's Victor deal. It could also help Billy score a new ally to launch Abbott Communications, so Sally might think it's the perfect solution. Naturally, there's no guarantee that Audra would go along with that plan since she seems pretty determined to be top dog, and that's what Victor's offering her with this shiny new cosmetic company. Likewise, Billy might reject the plan as well, especially if he decides to stick with Phyllis since she's been through so much in recent months. Even so, Sally might at least try to slide Audra in Phyllis' position and make some predictions about it being a better path forward. Sally has never been shy about voicing her skepticism when it comes to Phyllis' involvement in Billy's new venture. After all, Phyllis' recent history is a minefield of impulsive decisions, betrayals, and outright chaos. While Billy may see her as a scrappy underdog with valuable connections, Sally sees a ticking time bomb. In the April 22 episode, Sally didn't hold back, urging Billy to cut ties with Phyllis before she derails Abbott Communications, before it even gets off the ground. But Billy's hesitation is understandable. Phyllis has been through hell, and he doesn't want to abandon her. Still, Sally's argument is hard to ignore. Can Billy really afford to gamble his future on someone as unpredictable as Phyllis? The search for a replacement begins. If Billy does take Sally's advice, the immediate question becomes, who steps in as his new partner? Sally already turned down the offer, insisting her heart remains in fashion, but she may have another candidate in mind, one who's just as ambitious as Phyllis, but far more calculated in her moves. Enter Audra Charles. Why Audra could be the perfect fit. Audra has been navigating her own corporate chess game, currently entangled in Victor Newman's, Eric Braeden, latest scheme. Victor's offer to let her run a new cosmetics company, with the catch of sabotaging Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, and Claire Newman's, Haley Aaron relationship, has put Audra in a precarious position. Sally, horrified by the potential fallout, has already warned Audra that aligning with Victor is a dangerous game. But what if Sally could offer Audra a better alternative? Audra has the media experience, the sharp business instincts, and the drive to make Abbott Communications a success. Unlike Phyllis, she's less likely to let personal vendettas cloud her judgment. Plus, working with Billy could give her the legitimacy she craves without the moral compromises of working under Victor's thumb. Billy's dilemma: trusting Audra over Phyllis? Of course, convincing Billy won't be easy. Audra's reputation is far from spotless. She's been known to manipulate situations to her advantage, and Billy may question whether she's any more reliable than Phyllis. But Sally could argue that Audra's ambitions align more closely with Billy's vision. Where Phyllis thrives on chaos, Audra thrives on strategy.